Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Gannet morris bassinis. The gannet morris bassinis, also known as the northern gannet, is a large and striking seabird, famous for its dramatic diving behavior and stunning colonies on coastal cliffs. Gannets are among the most iconic seabirds in the UK, thriving on remote islands and rocky coastlines. Plumage: adults are predominantly white with black wingtips, pale golden yellow head and nape, which becomes brighter during the breeding season. Beak: long, pointed, and pale blue-grey with fine black lines along the edges. Gannets have no external nostrils, preventing water entry during dives. Eyes: pale blue, surrounded by a distinctive black mask. Feet: black with bright green lines running along the toes. Size: length 87 to 100 centimeters. Wingspan: 165 to 180 centimeters. Weight: 2.3 to 3.6 kilograms. Habitat: spend the rest of the year at sea, often in the North Atlantic, found on rocky cliffs and remote islands during the breeding season. Diet: gannets are piscivorous, feeding primarily on fish such as mackerel, herring, and sand eels. Hunting method: perform spectacular high-speed dives from heights of up to 40 meters, reaching speeds of 60 miles per hour as they hit the water. They have specially adapted air sacs under their skin and robust neck muscles to cushion the impact. Social behavior: gannets are highly social, nesting and feeding in large groups. Calls: loud, harsh ara-ara calls, especially in noisy colonies. Diving and feeding: gannets dive with their wings partially folded and use their sharp eyesight to pinpoint fish from above. They can dive as deep as 30 meters. Flight: powerful, steady flyers with long, narrow wings adapted for gliding over the ocean. Breeding season: March to October. Nesting sites: large colonies on cliffs and islands such as Base Rock in Scotland, home to the largest gannet colony in the world. Nests are constructed from seaweed, grass, and other materials. Females lay a single chalky white egg, incubated by both parents for 42 to 46 days. Chicks fledge after 11 to 13 weeks and head to sea, where they develop their fishing skills. Gannets help regulate fish populations and serve as indicators of marine ecosystem health. Gannets are the largest seabirds in the North Atlantic and can travel over 1,000 kilometers during foraging trips. Juvenile gannets are dark brown with white speckles, taking about 5 years to attain full adult plumage. Guillemot alge. The Guillemot alge, also known as the common guillemot, is a sleek and social seabird, commonly found along the rocky coasts of the UK. These birds are adept divers, spending most of their lives at sea and forming large, crowded colonies during the breeding season. Plumage: black or dark brown upperparts and white underparts, giving them a penguin-like appearance. Beak: long, thin, and pointed, ideal for catching small fish. In summer, they have a sleek black head. In winter, the face develops a white patch with a dark line behind the eye. Size: length 38 to 46 centimeters. Wingspan: 61 to 73 centimeters. Weight: 901,100 grams. Habitat: found along rocky cliffs and islands. During the breeding season: outside the breeding season, guillemots spend their time on the open sea, rarely coming to land. Diet: primarily piscivorous, feeding on small fish such as sand eels, sprats, and juvenile herring. Guillemots are expert divers, using their wings to propel themselves underwater and diving to depths of up to 180 meters. Flight: fast and direct, with rapid wing beats. Their short wings are adapted for diving rather than gliding. Calls, loud, repetitive growling calls, particularly in breeding colonies. Social behavior. Guillemots are highly social, forming dense colonies called luminaries on narrow cliff ledges. Breeding season, April to July. Guillemots do not build nests. Instead, they lay a single, pointed egg directly on the bare rock of cliff ledges. Eggs are uniquely patterned, allowing parents to identify their own, and their shape prevents them from rolling off cliffs. Both parents incubate the egg for about 30 to 35 days. Chicks, called jumplings, leave the nest after just 2 to 3 weeks, leaping into the sea and relying on their fathers for care until they can fend for themselves. Guillemots play a key role in marine ecosystems by controlling populations of small fish and invertebrates. They are important indicators of ocean health, as changes in fish populations directly affect their survival. Guillemots can dive deeper than most seabirds, reaching depths of up to 180 meters in pursuit of fish. A guillemot chick's leap from the cliff to the sea is a dramatic and risky event, often accompanied by calls of encouragement from the parents. Razorbill Allheart Order. The Razorbill Allheart Order is a sleek and striking seabird belonging to the auk family, closely related to the puffin and guillemot. Razorbills are excellent divers and are commonly found along the rocky cliffs and coastal areas of the UK during the breeding season. Plumage, black upper parts and white underparts, with a sharp contrast that resembles a tuxedo. During the breeding season, they have a distinctive black head with a white line extending from the beak to the eye. Beak, thick, black, and flattened razor-like, with thin white lines running across it. Size, length, 37 to 39 centimeters. Wingspan, 60 to 69 centimeters. Weight, 600 to 700 grams. Habitat, found on steep cliffs and rocky coastal areas during the breeding season. Spends the rest of the year in the open ocean, often far from land. Diet, carnivorous, feeding mainly on small fish such as sand eels, sprats, and herring. Occasionally consumes crustaceans and marine invertebrates. They hunt by diving underwater, using their wings to propel themselves and reaching depths of up to 120 meters. Feeding, skilled hunters, diving and swimming underwater to catch prey, often forage in small groups, though they are less social than guillemots. Flight, fast and direct, with rapid wing beats. Their wings are relatively short, adapted more for diving than for flying. Calls, guttural growling or croaking sounds, especially in breeding colonies. Breeding season, April to July. Razorbills nest on narrow cliff ledges, often sharing sites with guillemots and other seabirds. Females lay a single egg, which is incubated by both parents for about 34 to 39 days. Chicks are semi-precocial, leaving the nest after 18 to 25 days. The father accompanies the chick to sea, where it learns to fend for itself. Razorbills play a critical role in controlling populations of small fish and invertebrates in marine ecosystems. Razorbills are monogamous and form long-term pair bonds, often returning to the same nesting site year after year. They are exceptional divers, capable of reaching depths over 100 meters in pursuit of fish. Despite their elegant appearance, razorbills are clumsy on land, much like other auks.